The Halo series doesn't focus on the games, and that's why it's good, or something to that perspective. If you're not going to worry about the source material, if you're not going to worry about the lore, then why are you even utilizing this property in the first place? Once again, I was right. And that's not particularly something to brag about, because it's not that impressive. I'm simply looking at what Hollywood and the entertainment industry has been doing for the last several years, and I'm realizing that nothing's going to change because these people don't actually care about the properties that they are bringing to life. They're simply interested in utilizing that brand and that name to bring attention in, and then they're going to tell their own story. So I'm not doing anything brave and stunning. I'm not doing anything groundbreaking except for paying attention. But I'm also not scared to call out the bullshit. And I'm not scared to be labeled an ist or an ism or all of the other NPC downloadable terms that comes with it, because at one point in time those words meant something, but they don't mean anything anymore. So all of your labels mean absolutely nothing to me, because reality is right in front of us, and either you're going to call it out or you're not going to call it out. But your words, your labels, all of that shit means nothing to me.
Your life is nothing. You serve zero purpose.
The moment that I saw the Halo series trailer, the moment that I saw that, I said, it has way too much emphasis on diversity. This is giving me Last Jedi vibes, yada, yada, yada. And all of the same people that always label me this, that, or the other cried and whined and said, he's just being angry to be angry. No, I'm being factual to be factual, because this is what Hollywood does.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Huh? Think, McFly. Think.
Then we get reports that the Halo series isn't even going to focus on the games. We even had an article, I can't remember if it was from Kotaku or Polygon or whatever, an article that said the Halo series doesn't focus on the games, and that's why it's good, or something to that perspective. If you're not going to worry about the source material, if you're not going to worry about the lore, then why are you even utilizing this property in the first place? Because it's made by lazy fucking people that don't want to work or earn anything in life. So they want to hijack something that was pre-existing so they can get attention, so they can get that fan base. But then when that fan base rejects it because you have blatantly ignored the source material and everything that made it great, those fans are going to be vocal, then you're going to play the victim. It's all part of a cycle. They know what they're doing. It's about calling it out. It's about not worrying about what they're going to say about you, because they're going to label you whatever the latest NPC download is. That's what they're going to do. That's what they always do. So either you can worry about it or you can't worry about it. I choose not to worry about it because I understand that it's meaningless terms. It means absolutely nothing. We have gone from believe all women to we don't even know how to define a woman. This is the crowd that we are dealing with. This is the logic that we're dealing with. So if you really care about people that utilize that logic, I can't help you, but understand that those people will eat each other alive. They always will. There's no foundation. They're just going to continue to say whatever it is they can say to try to stay within the good graces of the structure and the system in place, because they're lazy, they're pathetic, and they don't want to work or earn anything in life. Their job is to be victims. Their job is to have everything handed to them and never work for anything in their lives. Those are the people that are going to tell you that this Halo series is just fine. It's just great. And those guys, those angry guys on YouTube, they're just there because they're intimidated by women. They're intimidated by minorities, even though they will blatantly ignore the facts of me saying things like, my favorite game of last year was Metroid Dread. Guess what? That has a female in it. But the social justice crowd never talks about Samus. Why? Because Samus is a well-written character. Samus is a highly respected character. Samus is an awesome character that generally everyone appreciates and respects. So there's no victim narrative to be built around Samus. Therefore, they don't talk about that. But just like I would be upset if you made a Metroid movie or show and made it male-centric, I'm going to be equally as upset when you take a Halo TV series and you make it female-centric, and you focus on diversity, and you move away from everything that made Halo great because you're focused on pushing political ideology. I would say the same thing if you made a Tomb Raider movie and you made it male-centric and you had a male hero. No, I don't want that. I want Lara Croft. I want you to focus on what made the game and the lore and the history of the game great, not bullshit ideology. So here we are with Halo. It is a failure. It is a disaster. It is worse than imagined. I didn't even finish the first episode. That's how bad it was. I didn't even finish it because I couldn't. I did fast forward to the end where Chief took off his helmet, and it was, good God, it was bad. It's truly horrendous what they have done with such a great franchise. Now, again, I understand Halo has had its ups and downs. Since 3, Halo has kind of been on a decline. I loved Reach. I know a lot of people didn't like Reach. I love Halo Reach. But then 4 and 5 really disappointed people. We've had a lot of ups and downs with the Halo franchise. Infinite started out really strong. We were playing Infinite a lot here at Geeks and Gamers. Infinite's basically dead now. I don't know what the hell they're doing right now. Halo is such a tragic franchise because at one point in time, if you go back to the Halo 2 and Halo 3 days, Halo Master Chief was just as relevant as Mario in the gaming world. He was just as iconic. And it's sad that Halo has fallen so far, and ultimately that's where we're at. So I guess we're just going to have to continue to see what happens, but with Halo Infinite and the player base completely drying up because they cannot update the game, they can't fix the game is completely broken and has nothing going for it. And when it first started out, there was a lot of enthusiasm and people were being very patient, and it did get the basics of Halo right, but they're not keeping up with the times, and it's very, very sad. The Halo series is DOA, dead on arrival. It was never going to be good. It was never going to be anything other than what it is because the people behind it have zero interest in Halo. They have zero interest in the fans. All they want to do is hijack the sex appeal of the name Halo and then push their own nonsense into it. And this truly will be the last Jedi for Halo, just like we've seen with so many other properties. It ain't changing. It ain't getting better. I'm not watching this series. I didn't even finish the first episode, and I will not be watching the rest of it. It is trash. And if you're looking for my recommendation, I would say go and hit your foot with a hammer, your big toe. Just hit your big toe with a hammer. You'll find more enjoyment with that than you would watching the Halo TV series. It is truly a disaster. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.